Spirit just said to me, you don't make choices. Choices make you. So, a lot of people seem to think in terms of doing choices we make based on actions that we do, that we take. But really, it's just a case of who we are being, and who we are being dictates the things that we do. Who we are being is dictated by what we are thinking about life and how we choose to operate within the parameters of that prescribed reality. To live from the heart means to not make choices, because if there are two choices and one is correct or better or good, then the heart will always choose that without effort. When we think a lot, which we are capable of doing as walking computers, when we think a lot, we don't tend to notice the difference between thinking and overthinking, or that all thinking is overthinking. Because thinking in and of itself is the act of engaging in the process of producing thoughts and giving them credence, turning nothing into something. So, the medium in which thoughts become things is human imagination or consciousness. The world out there, as opposed to the world in here, as opposed to the earth, the living organism, body, that is the earth. The world out there is fueled by reputation. So, famous people have a particular reputation based on what others can know about them or think that they know about them. So, a lot of these high profile humans tend to have quite a private life. So, we can't say that we know anything about the character of these people. But even in the general population, people care more about what others think about them than they do about actually what they actually do. They care more about who people think they are than who they actually are being. Which is a bit silly, isn't it? In this life, one of the greatest gifts we can give to ourselves is the freedom to learn and change. Because we can't change without learning, and we can't learn without changing. Because it's not a lesson might show up over and over again, or because that's not evidence of you having learned the lesson. Learning is when something comes up and you choose different. That's how you know you have learned. But what's the point in writing the same page of notes over and over and over again? Because eventually you're going to run out of books or pencils. It's probably better to embrace the possibility that the other side of all human fear, which is illusion, there exists a life possible where we are just free to be ourselves without caring what other people think, because other people judging us just tells us something about that person, that they're comfortable to sit there in judgment and express that to you as a source of authority in your life experience. Sometimes it's good to be able to receive the judgment of another, because judgment isn't necessarily a negative thing. It depends who's doing the judging. It just means measuring, doesn't it? Really, you know? We need people who are able to measure us in ways that we are not. So this is why it's about character. It's about building your own character so that your experience reflects that, and the quality of human connection you have available to you is reflected in your own goodness, if that's what you choose in connection. Other choices are available. So yeah, to not care one tiny little bit about what anybody else thinks in this life is very important if you want to live peacefully. And it's more important that the people close to you are featured in that, you know, because emotions, they can make us step out of character. So if you care what anybody else thinks, you're agreeing to stretch your consciousness to include what is preferable to somebody else. Or another consciousness, if it informs yours, well, that consciousness could be correct 99.9% of the time. And I mean correct as per your awareness and your understanding of life. But then, who knows what almost truth comes through. So it's very important to be a master of your own energy field. Your ears, your eyes, and your mouth. Because they're the last lines of defense in this world. And it shouldn't be like that. Our senses should be used to engage in practices, devotional service that delight us and the world, the earth, God, each other. And we're learning how to exclusively do that and tune out of anything else which is not resonant with the vibration of a soul. Yeah, yeah, yeah. No lie, truth, fact, all of it. It is finished. It's done. It has only just begun. One.